What's up, everybody? It's Exodus 1, aka Indigo Sky, aka y'all already know who it is. Trigger Ranking, the Trigger Man himself. My bad, I didn't come in yesterday, but hey, it is what it is. Got a whole week to rock with me, y'all. So, boom, we about to get this thing started. I want y'all to like, subscribe, share, definitely hit the notification bell. If you'd like to support the channel, Cash App in the description. If you like to follow me on other platforms, everything at the top of my description of my channel. So with that being said, let's get this show on the road.
You are watching a master at work.
All right, y'all. Hold on. I don't know what's going on with this. So we're about to start it off, y'all. About to get it started. Get this thing started. Clear Garcia. Clear Garcia. 484, what's up? All right, y'all, we about to get this thing started, brethren. Hold on, hold on.
And I knew right from the start I was too.
All right, y'all. So got the little update on this. I haven't done anything about this. Well, any stories on this one yet, but 50 Cent and T.I., I don't know something. He said something about Tiny and all hell broke loose.
The 50 Cent and T.I. beef just crossed the line of no return. Dead relatives are being dissed. Based on what was said tonight, man, there's no coming back from this. And if these two dudes
What's up, morning,
ever see
morning?
each other, somebody's gonna get hurt really badly. This entire old man boomer beef actually started on Shed and Sharp's podcast when T.I. said that 50 Cent has been ducking him for the verses.
Nah, I said I wanted 50. That's what I said. He don't want no smoke though.
Oh, no!
I called my man. He don't want no smoke. He ducking smoke. It's cool. So now, here we trying to think about other people who would do it.
Maybe because I'm just not a confrontational person at all, that I didn't think that T.I. said anything wrong, to be honest. I thought what T.I. said wasn't disrespectful at all. But 50 Cent obviously thought different because when T.I. did what he did, 50 Cent then took to his Instagram to react to it. In reaction to T.I. calling him out, 50 Cent posted videos of T.I. gray area snitching, like the Crime Stopper video, as well as video of T.I. on the stand.
Some people call me Tip, but this is about another kind of tip. That can help our mothers, our sisters, our brothers, and our fathers help get the perpetrators who commit crimes against them off the streets. All you gotta do is call Crime Stoppers Atlanta. Tips can be anonymous, and there's even a reward. The number of Crime Stoppers Atlanta is 404
What's up, Beer Life?
8477.
Donnie Ramadan.
577 Tip. Channel 2. Community.
Hey, you can get some? I'm not eating that. I'm rolling a little bogey. I'm rolling a nice little bogey.
577 Tip. Channel 2. Community coverage. You can count.
Mm-hmm.
You recognize who that is?
Yeah, that's Phil. Oh, that's his body.
In 34A.
Yeah, that's the entry room.
Hey, all y'all hit the like button, right?
And that's a picture of Falant with a bullet hole in his head.
Yes, it is.
And that's a bullet hole that you described to the jury as being in his temple on the left side.
Yeah.
How did Falant's family find out about his death?
I told him. I called his mom first, then I told his cousin. I told his little girl.
How old was his little girl?
His daughter was 4 years old at the time. Five years old at the time.
And how did you tell his daughter that her father was dead?
He's in a better place and he won't be coming back.
That was footage of T.I. testifying at his friend's murder trial. His friend was murdered, and T.I. was testifying at the trial. Now, a lot of people don't really consider that snitching because they're saying T.I. didn't. Bro, I don't know. Yo, whatever hypocritical rules they got, man. When they like you, it's not snitching. When they don't like you, it's snitching. Well, yeah, that's where things left off. Until T.I. did $1 million worth of game interview earlier today. And during this interview, he spoke on 50 Cent. And what he said really pissed off 50 Cent.
In their daily routine, you know what I mean? And that just to invite me or us into your life like that's an honor, and I appreciate it.
Well, I seen you call for the verses, man. And you said you called the whole state out.
Nah, no, I didn't.
You don't want to do anybody up that way. Hold on, wait. The whole East Coast, anybody up that way was.
I mean, yeah, I'm with that, but that wasn't my intention. You know what I'm saying? To give a blanket statement, because to be honest, that was something that's exactly what I'm asking not to do to us.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I try to make a conscious effort to treat the way I want to be treated. You know what I mean? So
Damn, son.
I spoke to them that I wanted to speak to. That video when I was in the studio talking to Kev, that years like 2021 type.
Okay.
That was an old video.
Oh, that they resurfaced.
Yeah, that was an old video because when the first jumped off, and it crazy hell to me. Okay, so first, it was really about celebrating each other's catalog. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That what the supposed to be back. It supposed to be back, around doing something with another artist that that you respect, this, that, and the other. And so even the first time when I was saying, and mind you, me and this talk like this, bro. This just calling it blue. Yeah. Me and talk like this.
That's what I don't understand, and that's what's unclear. If they had an agreement, why would 50 Cent be tripping? But when you go back and do your research, T.I. first called out 50 Cent for a versus 6 years ago. So it appears their conversation took place 6 years ago. Now, is an agreement from 6 years ago, right, still in effect now? I don't think so. I just don't think, the agreement is still in effect right now. Right? Because if we agreed that, we will sell this versus by calling out each other, and you still doing it 6 years later, I can have a problem with it. But T.I. is confused, and he says he don't respect 50 Cent no more because 50 Cent went against his word. And he feels like 50 Cent is just doing this for clout.
Okay. We talked about this. We said what we were gonna do. We talked about 2 or 50. Yeah, man. We talked about this shit, man. This shit come out of nowhere. It was moving around in LA, man, selling some TV shows and shit. We were around each other, man, you know what I mean? I said, think about this, like, wanna do that shit? Yes. He was like, all right, cool. So shit. And I told him, I said, well, I'm gonna jump out there first, and then you just gonna jump out there and we'll line it up. And he said, all right. And when I jump out there, like, he ain't know what the going on. And to me, that just, so, at that point, then that's what it was about. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's about, oh, you playing? Oh, okay, you gonna play. All right, cool. But how about all of it? All of it. I don't even want, man. Cause now I question your character. Any gonna goddamn kick that kind of shit in,
Damn!
Man, you don't want to do it. All the other extra lame, man, this goofy.
So y'all talked about it, you saying?
Yeah, years ago. Years ago we spoke about it.
I can't really mess with them like that. That shit too strong, bro. That shit too strong, bro. I fucked around and ate some matrices, bro. I mean, I ate some mushrooms, and bro, I could literally see through the matrix, bro. I swear to God, I ain't lying, bro. I seen through the motherfucking veil, nigga. I was like, I don't need to fuck with this. I don't think I want to fuck with no ayahuasca, no DMT, dimetrotetrazine. I don't want to mess with none of that shit, bro.
I think, that shit gonna happen, man. I don't want to stand on stage with him. I had no interest in standing on stage with that. I don't respect it.
Now, yes. To something else, we $10 million worth of game. We don't really do the beef. They didn't get you paid.
No, I ain't no beef.
50 Cent got everybody spooked. $1 million worth of game do beats, bro. All right, there's multiple guests we can count on who has dissed other people on the app, and it was instigated by Gilly. They do beef, but it's 50 Cent. And Gilly and Wallow knows they gotta watch their words, because 50 Cent is sensitive. And if you start to get involved in 50 business and he feels like you got involved a little too much, he's gonna turn it on you. So they were being very careful because 50 Cent is like the boogeyman.
50 Cent is definitely the boogeyman. What's up? India in the house. What's up? India in the grizzly. We're gonna hit the DJ bell for India, y'all. Show some love to India.
And of the industry right now. That's just the fact. Well, after this interview dropped, 50 Cent took to his Instagram to go off on T.I. for mentioning him during this interview. 50 reposted T.I.'s wife. Now, I had to hide the BBL because the whole ass is out, but it didn't look flattering. It didn't look good at all. And so 50 Cent knew what he was doing, right? He was posting this.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That picture, y'all gotta see that picture of her on stage, boy. It looked like her ass can, if she go to the beach, it'll be dragging in the sand. I swear to God, I swear. That booty was hanging down like Squidward nose. Like it was like beam and beam. Like it had different angles. It was shaped like a 45-degree angle. I'm like, they said it was a BBL. I said, where is where's the B to B and the motherfucking
T.I.'s wife. So 50 says, I keep saying keep my name out your mouth, okay? So 50 is telling T.I., okay, you keep mentioning me, I'm gonna go after your wife. I'm gonna go after Tiny. Now listen, man, the reason why I feel like nobody can really clown T.I. about Tiny was when T.I. met Tiny was a superstar. T.I. was just a hood dude. So T.I. was like the sugar baby when he got with Tiny. Tiny held it down. And T.I. and Tiny has been rocking for decades now. So if he stayed with his woman through thick and thin, he stayed with the woman who was with him when he ain't have nothing.
That's a stand-up. That's a stand-up dude though. Like You know how many dudes get married to people and just use them, dog? Like, that's one thing I never want to be a user. I don't want to use no woman, nothing like that, bro. That's not cool.
Like it's hard to really clown him because he did the righteous thing to do. Right now, listen, maybe his woman ain't Beyonce. Maybe she's not the perfect 10, but she's been loyal. Well, besides that one rumor, like remember like that one rumor where like Floyd Mayweather and Tiny apparently was dating or going behind T.I.'s back, and then T.I. and Floyd Mayweather had a fight over it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Other than that, which I'll be real, if that's true, that's wild, right? Right? Because the unattractive partner ain't supposed to be cheating on the attractive partner. Like that's not how that works, okay? So 50 Cent did this. And bro, you can read the comments. The comments is brutal, bro. Even Wack can say, bro, ain't no comeback for this one, man. Yeah, y'all definitely gotta fight after this. All right. Oh gosh. Curtis Petty Jackson, okay? So people is clowning T.I.'s wife. Stuff like this is where y'all gotta fight. But it doesn't stop here. This is where things cross the line into territories that I even feel uncomfortable discussing. So because 50 Cent posted T.I.'s wife, Tiny's son, King, responded back to 50.
This nigga, Lil King, this nigga crashed out. Like, on my mama, nigga. On my mama, this nigga crashed out.
He said, and he went after 50 Cent's mother, but 50 Cent's mother is dead. And King made sure to emphasize 50 mother is dead and clown the mom for being dead and diss the dead on Instagram because 50 Cent went after his mom.
I really don't have regrets. I am the person that says, as soon as you...
On Instagram because 50 Cent went after his mom.
Say something about my mama. Your mama dead as fuck. Your mama dead as fuck. Go dig her up. Go dig her up. Post a picture of your mama, nigga. He dead, pay respect, nigga. Stop fucking playing with my mama, nigga. Playing like that, nigga. Going like that, nigga. How y'all big friends? I'm not raised like that. I don't go. I'm not going about my mama, nigga. I'm not going. Nigga. So, tell your dead I'ma dig her ass up.
On my mama. This shit about to get ugly, bro.
You post a picture that look better than my mama, nigga. Fuck on with you, nigga. Tie y'all know who the fuck with. You better put that music up, nigga. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Cause all that other shit ain't gonna get on my mother. Your mama dead as fuck, nigga. Dig that bitch up. Not going, nigga. Not going. Now what the fuck gonna do about that, nigga? Not going.
Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to King. King is minuscule now. He could talk that tough shit. He ain't gonna do nothing.
I don't give a fuck how nigga dead. Nigga not going. Nigga post my mama like your mama ain't dead as fuck. Go put some flowers in that big grave, nigga. Man, nigga posting my mama, legend, your mama, Jay, nigga. Stop, man, don't never think you can get on this level and you can compete with us, nigga. We on a whole different ball game. We got a whole different type of level of respect around here, nigga. You get on that, do that big shit, do a whole ass, nigga. I would say that shit to your face, nigga.
But he didn't stop there. He got really dark with it. He posted the tombstone that belongs to 50 Cent's mother, which to me, like, if you're a T.I., you're called.
I'm from Florida, but I live in Georgia. I live in Atlanta.
His son is telling him to chill. Now, kudos to him, because he's not going out like Lil Meech. Lil Meech was ready to turn on his daddy for 50 Cent in his check. King ain't going for it. But this is dark. This is really
Wait, hey,
dark.
where you from?
And apparently, like two people were dropped off here. Bula and Sabrina. I don't know who Sabrina is. I guess Bula Jackson is 50's mother, and then Sabrina is maybe her sister. I'm not sure, right? But they're both buried at the same place. This is not cool, though, man. Listen, man. If I'm T.I., I'll do it cool, but Bro, my kid not doing that, man. My kid not doing that. 50 is a bully. 50 is going to ruin this kid's life.
I'm doing
It's
good.
really that simple. Secondly,
man
man,
with glasses,
hey,
26.
listen.
That's my type of guy, the man with the glasses. Look, I got the glasses on. Got them on. They on. Doing good, man. Doing good. So he says, do you think that you can start living in the U.S.? It depends on what city you go to. And if you come up here, it might be a little easier for you to get help as far as from the government. And but you know, I mean, you just got to do some research. But yeah, I mean, it's able to be done. Shit, I came to Atlanta with nothing, bro. I came to Atlanta with nothing, bro. And I built the empire up here, like my whole platform. What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Loyal is murder.
If he's posting my wife, the last thing I want is for my son to engage in behavior that's as low as 50 goes. That's not cool. I feel like the dead should rest. Don't bring up the dead at all, especially the dead who ain't do nothing to you. Now, if this is somebody who terrorized you when he was alive and you went to diss him when he's dead, cool. But what, like the dead mother is who you? Nah, I don't know.
Everybody in the chat, tell me where y'all coming from. Hit the like button if you want to support this channel. Cash app in the description. Let's go.
Man, some people might say mom for mom is cool. I don't know. I'm not rocking with it. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think? I think this is going to end badly. Right? I think
Mountain
if these two
Lion
run into
Kush.
each other, it's going to end very
Love
badly.
okay
Right?
now though.
Yeah, just knowing 50, he ain't going for this, man. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this? And if you're still watching my video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here to find out how Crip Mac's first day out was a huge and epic fail and a huge disaster. Click on this video right here to find out.
Damn. Well, at least he out. Thank God. Oh, snap. We're going to fanaticz, y'all. He just dropped this 3 minutes ago, so let's see what this talking about. Y'all know we've been messing with fanaticz for a minute now.
If you're struggling with depression and not feeling the comfort and peace that you need, I invite you to meet with missionaries like me from the...
So when are we gonna admit that 50 Cent is the problem? T.I. makes music with substance. T.I. is lyrical. T.I. has hits. 50 really was making some bullshit. He got a couple good songs, but no.
Mountain Lion
Bruh.
Kush.
This 50 Cent and T.I. situation ain't even a rap beef no more.
I don't like where this is going.
It is a respect crash out. And the crazy part is, it started as a simple little versus call out.
Man, if I go to Afghanistan, bro, y'all gonna have to treat me like the president, nigga. Y'all, I'm gonna have to have niggas with big pistols and all that shit with me, bro. I'm gonna have to have niggas with big, super big, I'm talking about military type, like shit. If I come up there, bro, y'all gotta protect me, man. I ain't just going up there just to go up there now. Come on now, to smoke some damn weed. I can stay right here and do that. I stay right here in my house, smoke my motherfucking weed right here.
Podcast question, a little ego.
Fuck around and get over there to Afghanistan and can't get back to America and shit. Donald Trump gonna be like, Indy 500 did what? Indigo Sky did what? Ban his ass. I'm trying to come back. They locked me up at the airport. Man, come on, man. They locked me up at Hartsfield Jackson or some bullshit. So you want to be there way better the U.S. I don't know. I ain't never been.
Then 50 did what 50 always does. He did not answer with music. He answered with humiliation, receipts.
I need protection when I get out there. I'm not just going to goddamn Afghanistan butt naked, bro. Like, I gotta have a nigga with some of that. I'm talking about have that shit in the air like this right here. I would go back there in the back, but I ain't finna do all that, bro.
Snitch angles.
You're showing me how unserious you are.
Then he took it to Tiny. And the second he dragged Tiny into it, I said, oh nah, this about to get ugly. because you already know how family reacts when you put moms on blast in front of millions. And sure enough,
Bruh said he's white, but he kinda likes black people.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
T.I.'s son King jumped in, and he did the one thing everybody tells you never to do with 50. He brought up 50's late mother and even posted the tombstone. So now the question is not who won the internet. The question is, who started a problem they cannot control anymore? Aight, let's talk about it. First of all, we need to stop calling this rap beef because that's not what this is anymore.
This ain't rap beef. This deeper than rap. This is way deeper than rap right here. Like, when I seen this morning, I was like,
rap beef is bars, music. Who got the better catalog? Who got the better?
If y'all haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. If you want to support the channel, or follow me on everything in the description.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Hits. Who can rock a stage? Who can control a crowd? This right here is disrespect chess. This is humiliation warfare. This is grown men pressing buttons until somebody crash out, then acting surprised when it gets real. And the part that got me is how fast it switched. 1 minute we talking versus energy, celebrate the music, give the culture a moment. Next minute we dragging wives and moms, and then somebody bringing up the dead. Come on now, dog.
Come on, man.
That is not entertainment anymore. That is a line you do not uncross. Because once the dead get mentioned, now it is not about pride, it is about pain. You cannot tell somebody, hey bro, chill, when they feel like you just danced on a real wound. And I already know how this movie goes. The internet thinks it is a little joke until somebody runs into somebody at the room.
Bro, you funny as hell, bro. He said only black people he know is I Show Speed and Michael Jordan. Man, y'all funny, bro. So he don't even see black people. You in Turkey? He said he in Turkey. You in Istanbul? Do you remember me? See this? Yeah, I remember you. He said I always used to hang out in trap houses and get the best view of the black excellence, just like on your shirt. Nah, I don't know what you're saying, Mom. I don't know what you're saying. Y'all hit the like button, but God.
Wrong time, in the wrong city, with the wrong people around them. So before we even get into the details, I want you to understand the big picture. This is not who won the exchange. This is who started a fire they cannot control anymore. So here is where it starts. T.I. is on that Shannon Sharp setup, chilling, talking, and they bring up verses. And T.I. basically like, I want 50. He ducking. He don't want that smoke. In regular human conversation, that is not the craziest thing in the world. People call each other out all the time. That is competition. That is hip hop. That is brand talk. But the problem is...
Oh, we got a clown. Oh, we got a clown in the chat.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
It is not really about what you said. It is about who you said it about. Because 50 is not wired like normal people. 50 hears ducking, and he does not hear friendly competition. He hears, you trying to play with my name in public. And to me, that is why this story is bigger than a versus question. It is the psych.
Hey, all y'all hit the like button, please. All y'all hit the like
Some dudes
button.
can laugh it off. Some dudes can clap back with jokes. Some dudes will hit you with, we can do it.
Somebody said they about to get, on my clown ass.
Stop the cap. No voice.
Time. 50 hits you with a campaign because 50 does not just want to respond. He wants you to regret bringing him up. That is his brand. He wants the next person watching to say,
No, Quentin.
Quentin, you.
Who told? I'm not 50 Cent. Who told you I was 50 Cent?
Santiago, you mother liar. He set me up.
He set you up.
Yeah, he set me up.
That's 50 Cent. Curtis Jackson is 50 Cent.
Kidding?
What the I walk myself.
You kind of look like him.
Yeah, that nigga T.I. definitely told. He told. He definitely told. That nigga had a whole commercial talking about, nigga, if you got tips, it's another type of TIP, not tip like him, but TIP tips.
Oh,
Damn.
a little tiny bit.
Damn.
No.
No, you ain't the first person that told me that. I got mad love for 50 Cent. I got nothing against that. He petty and you don't go against 50 Cent. I love it. 50 Cent, I love you. You watch. We had beef once before, but not no more. I love you, 50.
I love him too. Don't come for us.
So when T.I. throws that line out there, it becomes a test, not a music test, a disrespect test. And that is where everybody should have seen the storm coming. And watch 50's first move, because it tells you everything. He did not say, all right, bet, pick a date.
Bro, that's a lot of people telling. We just talking about the ones that we know actually told.
He did not say, all right, bet, let us do hits for hits. He went straight to character assassination. He starts posting the Crime Stopper stuff. He starts posting the courtroom testimony clips. And the message is simple. I am not going to argue with you about music. I am going to question your street credibility. I am going to put a stain on your jacket. This is why I call 50 the hood Wendy Williams sometimes. He do not fight with fists first. He fight with screenshots, with clips, with captions, with little petty angles that make the blogs do the heavy lifting. And one thing most keep missing, whether you personally think it is snitching or not, that is not even the point. The point is 50 knows what button he is pressing. He knows how the internet acts when you attach that word to something.
Bro, why y'all keep calling me Mark Henry? Who the fuck is Mark Henry, bro? Like, I don't watch wrestling, bro. I don't know who the fuck, who is Mark Henry, bro?
And the street code people are hilarious because the code changes every time. If they like you, they explain it away. If they do not like you, now it is a federal case. So 50 is basically weaponizing that hypocrisy on purpose. So now T.I. not just responding to a challenge, he responding to an attack on identity. And that is when the ego starts burning hotter than the original conversation.
And you know what though? That's typically how the bullshit goes. You feel me?
Then T.I. goes on $1 million worth of game and he starts telling it like,
get C-SPAN on the go. Watch the day's biggest political events live or on
Yeah, you gotta go, bro.
Then T.I. goes on.
Yeah, you gotta get your goofy ass out the chat, bro. Fuck out the chat, boy. Fuck out the chat, bitch. Fuck out my motherfucking chat, goofy ass nigga. Oh, he came back with another account that quick. Man, get the fuck off my live, bro. Find you something safe to play with, bitch.
$1 million worth of game. This did not come out of nowhere. Me and 50 all talked about this. We was in LA, moving around, selling shows, and I brought it up. He seemed cool. The plan was I jump out first, then he jump out, and we line it up.
First, like, you know, it was really
What's up?
Celebrating each other's catalog. Me and this nigga talk back here, bro. This shit ain't just calling nigga out the blue.
What's up? Hey, how you doing?
We talking to you with 50. Yeah, man. We talk like this come out of nowhere. And we were moving around in LA, man, selling some TV shows.
Bro named Cable Small Flow. I said, do I got a gun on me? Come knock on my door. I'll show you. Come knock on the door. Door right there, bro. I'll show you if I got a gun or not. Just knock on the door. Just do like this. So I know it's you. I'll show you what I got. I'll show you exactly what I got, brother. Let me know it's you now. You got to hit me with that. Yeah. Make sure you add that at the end, though. Make sure you do that at the end, because, hey, if I don't know, it said nobody. It says, nah, buddy, I was about to give you an RPG. Hey, if you want to give me an RPG, hey, send it to the door, bro. Give you some relationship advice. I'm not a pimp, bro. Me and pimps don't even walk on the same side of the street. I'm a player, but I definitely ain't no pimp. I ain't never been no motherfucking pimp. Yeah, I don't do pimp shit, bro. Tips to seeing. I'm just gonna be honest with you. They said, yo, tips for seeing other women while I'm in a relationship. Okay, so to be honest with you, you gotta when you gotta start when you start talking to the person, you gotta let them know in the beginning, hey, we can be in a relationship, but I want to see different women. Just be like, I want to be in an open relationship. If that's how you want to live your life, and you don't want to lie, and you don't want to get, in no bull, like.
Man, you know what I mean? I said, Jessica, yes. He was like, all right, cool. So I told him, I said, well, I'm gonna jump out there first, and then you just gonna jump out there and we'll line it up. And he said, all right. When I jump out there, nigga act like he ain't know what. Oh, then that's what it was about. You know what I'm saying? Now, they back, oh, you playing? Oh, okay, you gonna play. All right, cool. Well, how about all of it?
And this is where it gets messy, because if that conversation really happened, then T.I. feels like 50 violated a gentleman agreement. He feels like 50 is acting confused on purpose to make him look crazy or clout hungry or desperate. And in T.I. mind, that is not just disrespect. That is dishonor. That is character. That is, I cannot trust how you move.
Me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
But from the 50 side, I can already see the argument. He probably like, bro, that was years ago. That was not a contract. That was not a date. That was not a locked in moment. And you keep popping out now like it is current, putting my name in the street. So to me, this is the core misunderstanding. One side thinks this is a long running plan that finally got public. The other side thinks you keep using my name as a headline. And now look where we at. Because instead of them clearing it up like grown men privately, the internet is now the referee. And the internet is not a referee. The internet...
A wifey in my house? Hell no. I can't live with no female, bro. No, sir. No, sir, Bob. I'm not living with no female, bro. I got my own program going on, bro. I ain't got time for that shit, bro. I got better shit to do with my time, bro. I'm on YouTube, I do music, I do art. I ain't got time to have no bitch in here, brother. Do what? She can come and spend the night or some shit. You know what I'm saying? She can get that thing beat down in here, like. But as far as living with a female, hell no. We're not doing that, bro.
Damn, son. It's gasoline. So once that you played me energy enters the chat, it stops being about music completely. Now it is pride. Now it is reputation. Now it is who looks weak if they let it slide. And this is where it stops being a little internet back and forth and turns into something uglier. Because 50 does what 50 always does.
I'm gonna tell you, if you want peace, don't live with a woman. If you want peace and be able to do whatever you want to do as a man, you know what I'm saying? Never live with a female, bro.
When he wants to win the room, not the argument.
Let's talk about the importance of relaxation and why it's not just being lazy, but you're actually doing.
So what are...
Bro, I'm divorced. I've been divorced for what, 20 years now? I'm good, bro. Like, I'm straight. I done did everything I can do as far as being with a female. I'm good, bro. Like, fuck around. I'm telling y'all move a bitch in the house, and you gonna be like, your head gonna be looking crazy. How you treat your little fella, damn my G. What? I don't know what that means.
Or are you gonna admit that 50 Cent is the problem? The real reason why he did not want to do that versus battle with T.I. is because he's not fucking with T.I. A lot of rappers were and are.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. To me, it would have been a good verse. It would have been a good versus. If T.I. would have brought Lil Kim and all them on, but you know, they probably ain't gonna do the Candy Shop and all that. 21 Questions, In the Club. Like 50 got some hits, but T.I. got some. I really think T.I. might beat him in a versus. I mean, what do y'all think? Do y'all think that T.I. would beat 50 in a versus, or 50 would actually win in a versus situation? Let me know.
Not. T.I. made music, or makes, because I guess he's coming back out, but he made music with substance. T.I. is lyrical. T.I. has hits. 50 really was making some bullshit. He got a couple good songs, but no.
I ain't gonna say he was making some bullshit. 50 wasn't making bullshit. He definitely wasn't making bullshit. I can't vouch for that one. He wasn't making bullshit. Dude was not making bullshit. If you sell 10 million albums, you ain't bullshit.
Then his only comeback is posting a picture of Tiny, when she had absolutely nothing to do with this. T.I. could have never met Tiny and they would have still had that discussion.
Nah, I just say, I put it like this. I got a female I deal with, but I ain't never getting married again, I tell you that much. Never get married again in my life. Like, that shit is over with. To me, marriage is a waste of time. The reason why I say it's a waste of time, because if it doesn't work, I know old heads that got divorced was divorced when I was divorced. Man, these dudes was with their lady for 30 years. As soon as all the kids moved out and went to college or whatever, their wife was right behind the motherfucking kids leaving their husband. If I get a wife and she come in here every day, she better be cooking. I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb. Where's the water? Beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken. Beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb. Where's the water? Beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken. Beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb. Where's the water? Beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken. Yeah, she better be cooking beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes every day, my nigga, in this bitch.
If you didn't want to do it, you could have sat there like, you know, that's not even a good idea, yada, yada, yada. You told him you wanted to do it and then waited till you was not in his presence to then say, oh, and then blast it and say, oh, I don't want to do it, stop bringing me up, whatever, yada, yada, yada. I would question your character as well. I don't trust people who smile in my face and say, yeah, I'm going to do this, da, da, da. Man,
Bruh, so he don't think I'm gonna get a wife, nigga. But you better go look at my last lives, bro. Last couple of lives, bro. You better go look at them, nigga. Shit, I got options. But I'm better alone anyway, so
then when you're no longer in my presence, you're switching up.
Fuck a wife.
I don't know about y'all, but T.I. can do no wrong in my eyes. As good as he raps and as good as the songs that he has made, 50 wasn't trying to get his ass dragged on that stage. That's really why he declined it, because his music is not fucking with T.I.'s music. I don't always agree with that. Well, I don't want to call him a little boy, but I don't always agree with T.I.'s son.
The more I think about it and think about the catalogs, I feel like and it's not because I'm from the South, because bruh, I was in the South when I first heard of 50 Cent, and we was bumping that shit, but my nigga from New York was living down here. We was working together, Jamal. And shit, me and Jamal Jamal was the one who put me up on 50 Cent. This was years ago, like 2001, probably about 2002. I say about 2002, 2003, I met Jamal. But to be honest with you, bro, just all the shit that T.I. done put out, bro. I like, the more I think I think Tip might smoke that nigga, bro. Like, but I know if 50 come out there against T.I., the first song he better play is Ghetto Quran. Lord forgive me for I sin over and over again. I'm from Florida. I'm from Florida, but I live in Georgia. But I was living in North Carolina when I found out about T.I. and shit. Yeah, I was in shit North Carolina. I was in Charlotte when I found out about 50. That's where I met my homie Jamal.
Of course, her children, her son is gonna come, and say whatever. Somebody try to say like, well, 50 said to Ben stop bringing his name up and his mother been dead. You bringing up this kid's mother, now he's bringing up your mother. Every other day, 50 is posting somebody's woman, somebody's mother.
This shit crazy, bro. This is weird, bro. This whole little collage of beef and shit, bro. Like, bro, 50 beefing with like about 20 niggas right now.
My sister gossiping like a damn woman. Doing all of this, keep himself in the blogs, and to make up for the music he can't make. When are we gonna see that he's a problem? When are we gonna stop laughing at what he does?
Now, she got a good point, but I still ain't fucking with 50. Fuck that. I don't give a damn. T.I. might beat him in the verses, but as far as going back and forth with this man, I would never, dog. Like, 50 got the time. Like that little boy said, I got time today. That motherfucker, he got time today, bro.
Because at his big age, he acts like a child, and it's a turn off.
He does not just talk to T.I. He posts Tiny publicly on his page in front of millions. And the caption basically reads like, keep my name out your mouth. See, that is not a rap response. That is a humiliation tactic. That is not me versus you. That is, I will embarrass your household. You do not post a man's wife in the middle of a beef unless you were trying to violate him. And I do not even care how anybody feels about Tiny's looks, her fame, whatever. That is not the point. The point is, she is not the one who called you out on that podcast. She is not the one doing versus talk. So why she?
Like, but just being like in a beef period. In a beef, somebody gonna catch a stray, bro. And Tiny she was in the lineup for that stray right there. She caught her a little stray, my nigga. Like, I was like, damn, Tiny. Like, they shot with buckshot. And she caught her a little, hey, from Greece, what up? Greece, we got Greece in the house, everybody. Greece. What part of Greece you from, though? What part of Greece you from? Like what city? What city? What's your city name in Greece? What's your city name in Greece, though? Is Greece a nice place to visit? Because I might have to find me some spots to go. It says Pontus Greek living in. Yeah, you really from Greece, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Put your hand together for Greece, y'all.
He catching strays. How does that make any sense? This is why I find 50 annoying. He not even beefing like a man. He beefing like a messy ex, like a jilted lover. Like he trying to hurt your feelings more than he trying to prove a point. And to me, that is the exact moment where it becomes.
So Georgia, man, one of my old friends, she's an older lady. She from Georgia. And Albanian. Half Georgian and Albanian. Okay, I got you. But I got a friend, she an older lady. I don't know, I think she in her 60s. She real cool. She turn up, she got that bread. But yeah, she from Georgia. She's Georgian. So y'all close to Russia and shit, huh? It said visit Greek, brother. I gotta learn the lingo. I gotta learn the phonetics of the Greek language before I just pop up over there. Cause I ain't trying to have my phone out looking like no goddamn looking like them motherfucking tourists and shit. Like, hey, can you tell me this? Can you tell me that? Cause they would go inside your head. Is from Compton. Oh, Compton. What's up? Hey, we got a Compton menace in here. Compton menace in this bitch. Hey, but check this out, y'all. My first YouTube video in LA, not period, but in LA was in Compton, bro. Yeah. I was down there for the Super Bowl, bro. I was down there when Kodak Black got shot at what the name of the thing is? At Justin Bieber party, he got shot in the leg. I'm 47. Why? How old are you?
Predictable, because when you pull a mother into it, you are basically asking for the son to jump off the porch. You just lit the match. And the fake part of this whole thing is the street.
When the Super Bowl was going on, I was fucking with the Taste of England. I'm not England. Inglewood, my bad. That was at the Taste of England. Taste of Inglewood. Had me. I was all at KJ restaurant fixins downtown. Where Kobe them played. I was at where else? Oh, Long Beach. That's where I was staying at. That's where I had my whole hotel at. Yeah.
Code conversations. Because everybody loves the code until it costs them something. 50 posts the Crime Stoppers clip. People go, oh, that's snitching. Then other people go, nah, he was helping the community. Then other people go, nah, he testified in court. Then other people go, nah, it was his friend's case. It turns into a debate team. Bruh, the same exact action will be called real when it is somebody they like.
Mm-hmm. But that's definitely true though. Like,
avoidant attachment
if you got somebody that you super like as an artist and they do some crazy shit, because I mean, in Atlanta, bro, when this whole YSL thing went down with the YSL, with the Woody part, with the it was just a lot of people that was implicated and they was supposed to be allegedly so-called telling. Nigga, I don't care nothing about that shit. Them folk trying to get home to their family, bro. They done fucked up, and now they gotta tell on somebody. So it is what it is, bro. Like, them niggas trying to go, hey, them niggas trying to go home in this bitch. Like, boy, your gal at the house, your kids at the house, your mama, your daddy, your family. I'm sorry, I'm looking at this little bird.
When it is somebody they like, and rap when it is somebody they hate. That is not a code. That is a popularity contest with moral language on top. So 50 uses that on purpose. He knows it is a button. He is not posting those clips to educate the community. He posting them to make the internet do what the internet does. Then when the family gets dragged, the code switches again. Now people saying wives should be off limits. Then other people saying, nah, all gloves off. Then other people saying, you cannot tell nobody how to respond to disrespect. So which is it? Is it rules? Or is it just whatever helps your side win this round? To me, the code is not about right and wrong anymore. It is about advantage.
And to be honest with you, I don't have no dog in the fight. I'm not gonna get no money off this shit. Probably on YouTube or some shit. But as far as the verses and all that go, bro, like I don't have a really set person that I'll go for. Like, I mean, I want to see how the shit go down. Yeah, I think it'll be one of the greatest verses that we done had besides Dipset and Locks and Cash Money and and No Limit.
Whoever can embarrass the other person harder gets crowned the winner. That is the real rule set. And here's the backfire. 50 is used.
Kurtwood, you talking about Atlanta? You talking about Atlanta?
To a certain type of response. People get quiet. People throw little subs. People try to keep it classy because they know he will not stop. He got that reputation like, if you beef with him, he will sit on it, marinate it, then pop out later with the pettiest revenge you ever seen. Like he will wait for your dog to pass and post a candle like, rest easy. That is why.
Bro, say he'll wait for your dog to die and press a candle like. Yeah, now that's wild.
People call him the boogeyman.
Oh, okay.
Not
okay,
because
cool.
he's the toughest, because he's the most.
Like Kurtwood, man. Like what you? So they got a house in Kurtwood. I got a house in Duval. But I'm up here in Atlanta right now.
Relentless with embarrassment, but this time the family did not.
I'm gonna stay up here until my little girl get about my youngest child turn about 20. East Atlanta, yeah, that's where my daughter live at. My little girl live in East Point. No, you talking about East Atlanta. You might be talking about, you talking about the other one. Yeah, my little girl, she ain't in East Atlanta. She not in East Atlanta. She over there, East Point, though, East Point.
Oh, King jumps in and he is not coming in calm. He coming in like, nah, you not playing with my mom. He talks direct, loud, heated, no diplomacy. And whether people like King's approach or not, the psychology is simple. If you post my mother for laughs, I am gonna make you feel something back.
Yeah, Lil King, I ain't gonna lie, Lil King crashed out, bro. Lil King was like, shit. He was like, you talking about my mama?
The bullshit. The bullshit. The bullshit. The bullshit.
Like, bullshit, you ain't say nothing about my motherfucking mama.
That is how most sons are wired. I'd want to do something if somebody posted Mama Panda too. And now the whole situation leaves the original lane because now it is not 50 versus T.I.
Shit, I got my own music, man. Y'all want to hear my music? Y'all want to hear some of these beats I got? I got some tracks for y'all too, man. Hit the one in the chat. Y'all want to hear some music, man.
Now it is 50 versus the household. Now it is pride versus pride. Now it is who can tolerate disrespect without retaliating. And 50's play backfired because he wanted T.I. to look weak. Instead, he triggered the exact type of reaction that makes it impossible to end peacefully. And then it gets dark because King does not just clap back at 50. He goes at 50's deceased mother. Bruh, that is the line. You can argue about music. You can argue about who got more hits. You can even call a man corny. But once you start talking about people who cannot defend themselves, you're stepping into something else. And it gets worse because it is not just words. The tombstone gets posted. The grave site gets pulled into the beef. That is not jokes anymore.
To sue my landlord, but I don't know where to start. What documents do I need to legally start a business?
Grave site gets pulled and
Kane done jumped in this shit. Like this shit crazy, bro. This shit went crazy overnight, bro. Like, yeah, this shit went crazy.
To the beef. That is not jokes anymore. That is real disrespect.
So no, I don't think King was wrong from telling 50 Cent F you and go dig up your mama. Okay, that's exactly what he said. Okay, but a lot of people like he need to stay in a child's place. King is not a child. King is a grown man. And 50 Cent said something about Tiny. Okay, and y'all got to understand.
But to be honest with you though, dog, like don't nobody play with their mama like that, bro. Like you could say something about my mama right now. I'm finna nut up in here. I might go strap up and go get me some shit that gonna make freedom motherfucking rain out there. Y'all might want to hear it faster. Hold on, just a little faster. Oh, thank you. You say you love the studio room. Appreciate it. Yeah, I made this shit myself, man. I put all this shit together, bro. beats, man, y'all hit me up. Y'all need beats. I got no beats for you. You know what I'm saying? Hit me in the
The most important investment for an artist is their production. Purchase this beat today. Buy this track today. Buy this beat today. Purchase your beats today. Lease this beat today.
So I was trying to make a Christmas beat, and I asked the chat to name it. They said they named the shit. What they named it? Oh, they was like the ice cream truck beat. But then since they kept calling me Summer, I was like, man, I'm gonna name this shit the North Pole. Cause that bitch sound like it's cold. Like yeah, that shit, that's like that. That's like that. That's dope, hey. That's trap music right there, bro. That's dope, boy. Goddamn classic type shit right there. Hold on, y'all. We gotta go back to the damn thing. Let me finish this off.
And y'all got to understand, people don't play about their mamas. So 50 Cent, you started it. You could have stayed where you and T.I. could have said whatever y'all needed to say, go back and forth. But you played with somebody's mama. And we have to understand these children are getting older. So what you think, he not gonna say nothing? You know what I'm saying? I really forgot all about him. So people that say he needs to stay in a child's place,
What the fuck is that?
no, that's his mama. 50 Cent hit below the belt, so he hit below the belt. Now, would I do that? No. You know what I'm saying? I know you cannot fight 5 with 5.
But these young kids, they don't give a damn. They gonna put that shit on. Hey, they said, like you said, nigga, 50, bruh, post your mama. Like, what? Yeah.
You know, you can, but it's not good. I will pray about it. But that's not everybody's case. Everybody is not there yet. So you have to respect it. No, King is not wrong from saying what he said. And we got to understand why he said it. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, he a child. So even if I come or anybody else come to him and explain to him, well, you know, that's not right. He ain't gonna have no understanding behind his mama. Y'all know people don't have no understanding behind their mama.
Let somebody talk about your mama and see how you feel about that shit. You gonna crash out the same goddamn way. That just, if you love your mama, that's how you rocking. My mama is my OG, bro. She's the reason why I'm here. She's the reason why I'm the person that I am today. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be here today.
Children. So it is what it is. 50 Cent needs to leave people alone. It is what it is. Hugs and love. Y'all be blessed. To J-Lo.
I do not care what side you on. That is the moment where it becomes no coming back. Because now, even if the adults want to cool it down, the damage is already in the air. And this is where the internet gets fake again. People act like they do not understand consequences. They will sit there and type P8 and W son and all gloves off from the safety of a phone. Meanwhile, the people involved have to live in real life. And if you're T.I., now you got a different problem. It is not just your ego. It is your son moving reckless in public at the biggest petty strategist in rap history. Because 50 is not the type to let that slide quietly. And that is why I know this gonna end bad if they cross paths. But bruh, the deeper question is, why does 50 move like this every single time though? At this point, 50 is not even beefing. He reporting, he narrating, he curating clips, he doing captions, he doing polls, he doing story time. He moving like the hood Wendy Williams for real. And I know somebody gonna say, nah, that is strategy. Okay, it can be strategy and still be annoying. Both can be true, because to me,
what?
50's whole brand is intimidation through embarrassment. He does not just want to beat you. He wants to make an example out of you. So the next person thinks twice before they say his name. And this is why I laugh when people act like a picture is nothing. That is not how social chess works. He posted Tiny the signal I can reach into your home from my phone. I can turn your family into content, and you cannot stop it. And here's what really got me. People acting like 50 is some moral referee, like he above mess, like his baby mom wasn't in the Diddy files. Bruh, we have watched 50 drag people for years. He will celebrate your downfall. He will do victory laps. He will repost the worst angles of you. He will take your worst moment and turn it into a meme. So when he posts Tiny, he is not confused about what that means. He knows the disrespect. He knows the reaction it will trigger. That is why he did it. And the irony is, he always acts like he is just joking. Like he did not start anything. Like people are too sensitive. But the second somebody responds with the same energy, now it is, wow, that is too far. That is low. That is bad. You open that door. So to me, 50 is not shocked by the blowback. He is just addicted to control. He wants to control the tone of the whole room. Who gets embarrassed? Who gets to speak? Who gets to look tough? Who looks weak? Man, this whole thing is a perfect example. It turns grown men into performers. Everybody wants the viral moment. Everybody wants the last laugh. Everybody wants to look like the toughest one in the comments. But the comments do not have to live with the consequences. The families do. And I keep coming back to the same point. If you start pulling wives and mothers into it, you are not winning anymore. You are just proving you are willing to burn the house down to feel in control. That is not power. It's insecurity with a platform. To me, 50 moves like a bully who knows the internet will cheer for cruelty, and King moved like a son who felt violated and wanted to hit back harder. Still a wrong move though. I understand the emotion on both sides, but once the dead get involved, this stops being entertainment. That is a spiritual line. That is a real lifeline. And it's
y'all can't, like, all that, I mean, it's just, like, well, 50 said something about Falant. He said something about Falant. And he said something about Shawty wife, T.I. wife. So at the end of the day, you gotta look at this shit like, bro, son, talk about your dead mama. Like, it's just, man, this shit is a mess, bro. I can't even. Shit crazy, bro. But this is crazy.
scary part is nobody can unsee what got said. So here's my question for you. That. Do you believe all gloves are off? Yes or no? And if you do, where is the line? If there is even a line. Happy Monday, y'all.
Happy Monday. Hey, we put Mama's cooking on it. It is Drake white. Nah, Drake is he's biracial. His dad is black, his mother is Jewish. She's she's biracial.
Work.
Jerry Lewis back in the day for Jerry Lee. His uncle
Umar Johnson is public enemy number 1 on Black Twitter today.
Hey, we reacting to Poetic Flacco. He's talking about Umar Johnson. Let's go.
And more specifically, the FBA section of Black Twitter. It is all because of this particular podcast clip that's going viral.
The growing understanding of a movement. Okay. Pan-Africanism and FBA. How do they contrast or complement one another? Okay.
Umar Johnson is a Pan-African. As a Pan-African, you don't believe in delineation. That's the difference between the two. So Umar Johnson obviously isn't a fan of FBA nor ADOS.
Nobody compares to Pan-Africanism. If you want to go achievement for achievement, you can put all them together. You don't touch us. Okay, and I say that respectfully, but it's the truth. Okay. ADOS FBA, respectfully, I'm going to go with both groups because they represent basically the same thing, but there are differences, right? So ADOS,
which is a descendant of slavery.
No, they're first. FBA comes later.
Okay.
Okay, but they both exist. FBA is more popular, right?
Okay.
ADOS FBA. I don't have a problem with the American African people seeing the need to make it clear to other branches of the global African family that when you come here, you need to be clear that we built the house and rolled out the carpet for you. Be respectful in my home the same way you would want for me to be respectful in your home.
I agree with the statement 100%. Umar Johnson is spitting 100%. Delineation started with immigrants coming over here and being disrespectful, not the other way around. Black Americans, for the most part, in a civil rights bill for immigrants to come over here. But when some immigrants came over here, a small percentage of them became like anti-Black Americans. They said F the unity, right? They began to disparage them, call them names, stick their nose up at them, was condescending, joined white supremacy, saying things like y'all don't got any culture, y'all are lazy. So it's only so long a group of people can shit on you before you say, bro, I don't want to be associated with these people. Now, it was a small percentage of immigrants doing this, but nonetheless, though, they were the loud minority, right? So when a loud minority is taking up a narrative, the narrative is assigned to the entire group, right? Prosperity can exist without oppression. Delineation can exist without hate. So when you have a small percentage of FBA, they're on Twitter, they're on YouTube, they're calling immigrants racial slurs, they're taking the position of agents of chaos.
So the concept of that American African identity, I have no issue with it. It needs to be done. It needs to be said. This is not new.
And that's something that a lot of people don't know. A lot of people, we talk about slavery. Slavery was definitely a real thing, but it was Black people already here way before Christopher Columbus got here. The colonizers, all this other stuff. Bro, Black people already in America, bro. Like, chilling.
What's new about it is the adversarial stance that they are taking towards African immigrants who come here from the diaspora, and the energy that they give them, the negative energy that they give them, which supersedes the negative energy you give to the white man who enslaved.
Hold on.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
You then and oppresses you now. There's nothing a continental
Bruh, you said Black people are from Ghana, Nigeria, Senegal, etc. Bro, everybody in the world started from Africa, bro. Like, I don't know if you know about Yakub and all this other shit like that, but that's how, I ain't gonna say that, but I'll just say, bro, everything started from Ethiopia, the civilization of Ethiopia, the Sumerian tablets, bro. Like, that's where it started at. But on further, we had a thing called Pangea on the earth. The earth did like it didn't the actual breakup of how the world looks, it was like connected. It was like damn near one landmass. So how was it not for Black people to walk to America when yeah, bro. I ain't even gonna try to explain this shit to you, bro. It is what it is, bro.
African immigrant can do to me that can supersede what the white man has done.
He said he from Nambia. He said you look like one of us. I don't know. Do my head look like I'm from Nambia? I don't know. I might look like I'm from Nambia. I know about Pangea. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, so how can they say that it wasn't Black people on every different continent if it started in the beginning as one landmass? Like we broke off and we kept going to, I went here, I went there, I went there, I went there. Okay, so it's a young, well, he older than me, but it's a dude by the name of damn, I forget his name. But the actual dude we listening to, he was on the documentary, and the documentary is called Hidden Colors. It has a whole lot of different series. Go check it out. Hidden Colors, and it shows how Black people were in Asia, black people were here, black people were there. Like, you know what I'm saying? We was all over the planet. So it's just like, you can't say that, oh, you just brought all these black people here. I don't believe that shit, bro. Because the American black people, we don't favor, like, we got, some of us look like people from the Africa, but a lot of us, we got different, features. Like sometimes you can just look at a person, oh, they from Africa. Bro, you look at a regular American motherfucker, you be like, but now I got homeboys. One of my homeboys, real talented artist. He from Savannah, Georgia. I swear, I thought he was from, on everything I love, I thought this man was from Africa. Not from Africa. I swear to God he was from Africa. It said, but as black people, we are very different from each other, different cultures and languages. Of course. If we talk about Pangea, we got to talk about where we went to, where we spread it out to. Because everybody didn't go the same direction. We spread it out. We spread it out on the earth, bro. So we got something to do with this culture, that culture. We got these languages. We got this vernacular. Like, bro, it's different.
There's nothing a
Instead of trying to
Central South American immigrant can do to me that can exceed what the white man has done to me. So why is it I can have so much vitriol, hatred, disrespect, animosity towards someone who looks like me just because they came from another place?
I mean, sir, I have no problem with visiting Africa. That's actually a place I would love to visit. Like, I ain't got no problem with visiting Africa. Shit, that's the home. That's the motherland. That's where it all started. That's the cradle of civilization. Like, I'm not speaking nothing negative on Africa. I'm just saying that it was black people in America before Christopher Columbus them brought slaves out here. Or allegedly, if they did bring slaves, but I don't know if they. I heard a slave was the one who led them on the boat. Like they got a person that's at the front of the boat and tells them which way to go. Like they look at the stars and they're the navigators. And they said that it was a black person that actually was navigating the boat that Christopher Columbus had to even come to America. So I mean, ain't no, we ain't trying to get in no debate about this shit, bro. This little small talk right here, bro. But ain't no debate, bro. Like, I love Africa. I really I love everywhere. Like, I love the planet. Hey, call me Captain Motherfucking Planet out this bitch. Yeah, ain't no debate though. Ain't no debate. But everything Gucci, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? We cool. We cool with this shit, man.
When the white man who's responsible for my hell here, I've never given him half that energy.
I'll be a fool to sit here and say that the racist and xenophobic people that we see on YouTube and Twitter represent all of FBA or even a majority of them. They just don't. Right? The majority of FBA aren't hateful. However, there is a loud minority that is. And that loud minority creates the most resistance for the group. Because most immigrants love Black Americans. Most immigrants don't see ourselves as any different. Most immigrants aren't racist, right? Most people aren't racist. Just like most FBAs are good people, most immigrants are good people. But the loud minorities on both sides make it impossible. Like when you have people who are on Twitter who are on...
That's what I don't like with this whole thing with these guys in the green outfits. We'll just say that the guys that are sent to different cities in green outfits, because I don't want no smoke on this channel. But yeah, the guys that are being sent out to different places, people are being unalived, and it's like, what the fuck is going on, bro? Like, why you sending them? Why you don't send them? Well, I ain't even gonna say that either, but I'm gonna let this shit. Let's to the video. I don't want to get
calling
myself
immigrants racial slurs like tether, that reflects poorly on the entire group. Now, those immigrants probably don't really have nice feelings towards the name FBA because when they go on Twitter, it's only FBAs calling them tethers, right? And calling them racial slurs.
This way, you still
on all African businesses because a lady had a bad experience at an African braiding shop. There was a little
country and they experienced it till 1994. So how is it now? Can you explain to me like right now how your country is? Like just let me know like in the chat, bro. Like let me know how's it rocking now. Like if you remember the apartheid side and you could tell me about that and tell me the difference now, I guess after you said till 1994, let me know about that right there. So boom, going back to
it doesn't make sense at all whatsoever, man. Right? Because this energy is not applied to other groups of people. Right? If you have a bad experience at a Hispanic business, there's not a call to boycott all Hispanic businesses. If you have a bad business, there's not a call to boycott all white businesses. Right? But you literally have them coming online and pushing this. And I'm like, hold on. How do you like justify? Like, how is that right? That because somebody had a bad experience at one African business, you're not saying boycott all businesses. You're not saying affect a mama.
You old enough to be on the channel, though. You born in '92, you good. Yeah, you old enough to be on the channel.
Pop shop who's trying to feed a family and serve food like at the corner of their neighborhood now boycott them too, hurt their pockets, and they have no idea what it is. These people are racist. But it's important that we acknowledge that it's a small minority. So far, I've agreed with Umar Johnson, but here's where Umar loses me, okay? So Umar then transitions on the conversation of reparations and resources, and this is where I fully understand why there's backlash for this interview, because Umar Johnson is dead wrong in what he's about to say.
Don't have an issue with the concept. I take issue with the strategy.
Hey, y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button, man. Everybody hit the like button, man.
We look at anyone that is putting in our place and getting access to resources that belong to us because they built their cold wealth off coerced labor from our people. But you can come in as an African, as a quote unquote immigrant and get certain access to things that maybe the foundational Black Americans, what they call themselves, believe that, that's our stuff. And so I don't look at the African any different than I look at any other, ethnic group that comes over and tries to take that place.
If that's the case, where is your campaign against the Latinos? Because I don't see it. Where's your campaign against the Caucasian immigrants? I don't see it. Where's your campaign against the South Asian and North Asian immigrants? I don't see.
But see, what I think fragmented everything is the reparation talk. And so I think the reparation talk, a lot of the foundational, and I'm, I could be speaking out of school, but my limited understanding of it is, I think that they believe that the reparations belong to descendants of slaves.
Well, I'm going to say this as a Pan-Africanist, because we invented the reparations fight. It don't come from FBA, it don't come from ADOS. This was around before they were born. You feel me? Pan-Africanists gave birth to it. Reparations for me is not about different groups and sects of the race fighting for their crumb off the big pie.
Mm-hmm.
This should be one fight, one reparation. Do you feel me, Loon? We just split it up after we get it.
That makes no sense whatsoever. Reparations extend far beyond slavery. It also has to include the civil rights movement, things like redline, right, disenfranchised Black Americans. Civil rights leaders were being beaten, murdered, right, with no accountability whatsoever. Like their murderers were being taken to court with an all-white jury and being let out the same day. These people had no accountability whatsoever. Horrors were not accounted for. Even things that are glossed over, like Black Americans couldn't go to certain schools.
Man, y'all look up Emmett Till. I don't know, we got our folk from Africa. If you in here, do you know about Emmett? If you know about Emmett Till, hit a 1. If not, hit a 2 in the chat.
All white schools, that affected their upward mobility. Education at that time was the number one way out of poverty. So the system of disenfranchisement affected Black Americans disproportionately. So of course, that needs to be accounted for. So I don't feel like that a Nigerian who don't have any ancestry in America, who never had a parent come here, grandparents weren't here, I don't feel like giving that Nigerian a check for what happened in slavery and the civil rights movement is fear whatsoever. Now, Umar Johnson will rattle off things like, yo, the British also was involved in slavery, so we need to check for the British as well. Cool, right? If Black Americans want to join other immigrant groups like Jamaicans and Haitians in the fight against the British, then cool. But the check that America provides,
yeah, but it's gonna have to go to somebody like me because I'm from America. Like I was born here, both my parents born here, grandparents born here. Like
who ain't never touched foot on American soil. Why would they be getting a check?
You're talking about something, the next thing you know, you see the ad of it online. Creepy, right? That's because you're being tracked like
a check.
But by you fighting, divided for the same restitution, you playing right into the hands of your enemy. There was one slavery. Some of us Caribbean. There was one slavery. Took some of us to the Americas. There was one slavery. Took some of us to Central and South America, right? But there was one African slavery. So that we should all come and sit down. Let's fight this together.
See, I think they reject.
You would get it quicker.
Yeah.
You would get more. Because guess what? But because we hate each other more than we hate racism. Because we hate each other more than we hate racism.
He making sense though. I don't know why Poetic say he don't agree with him, but I agree with him on this point right here. Like if all it probably can make a difference.
Africans. I don't want to unite with no Caribbeans. And you got Africans saying the same thing. I don't want to unite with no descendants of no slaves, right? I want to fight my own thing. So ECOWAS got their own fight. Black British got their own fight. Canada got their own fight. Black America got their own fight. And it's sectionalized, sectarian.
That's what I'm saying.
Nobody communicate with each other.
Hit the like button, hit the like button.
The old game of what? Divide and conquer, separate and rule.
That's why I wanted to have a conversation about the FBA and the Pan-Africanism, because that
divide and conquer, separate and rule.
That's what's going on. Although I hear when you speak, although you're Pan-African.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I hear some of the stuff I hear from foundational Black Americans.
Well, remember, there's nothing wrong with advocating the rights of your unique group. A Pan-Africanist in South Africa can speak up for South Africans and still recognize the greater vision and greater goal of a united race. You see that? So as Pan-Africanists, we don't just focus on the whole. That's the goal. But a Black agenda for themselves that they need to carry out. It's only when you start criminalizing and antagonizing other Africans as if they're responsible for the condition you in. Loon is African immigrants in this country. They are not the group most responsible for siphoning off from your set-asides. You know who that would be? White women, homosexuals, and Latinos.
I don't think Loon was asking questions. I think Loon was expressing his beliefs. Loon is an intellectual, a very smart guy. I don't feel like Loon don't know what ADOS or FBA is. Loon is very aware. So when Loon says, yo, like the African immigrants or the Black immigrants, they're coming over here and they're taking away our resources. How? Bro, like the biggest beneficiaries of DEI was homosexuals and white women, right? Yo, billions of dollars was sent to Ukraine and Israel. You think that the Black immigrant coming over here is taken away from what? Like, what resources is the Black immigrant taken away from? Like, you think America is running out of money to where because they give a Black immigrant $1, they can't give a Black American $1?
Who they rarely ever talk about.
This is crazy. God damn, hold on. I gotta say.
Let us be honest. What do we know about the psychology of oppression? The victim often imitates the victimizer. The oppressed often imitates the oppressor. What do I mean by that, Loon? I don't want to be the most oppressed person. I gotta find somebody and put them beneath me, so I can look down on them and mistreat them. And it's back and forth between Black Africa and Black America. My hospitals, my schools, my banks, my trains, my import, export. You see that? my industry, my own trade market, stock market, rather than build myself up to compete with everybody else, I'm just going to demonize.
But what if it's about,
so I have somebody lower than me? Because I want to do to somebody else what the white man been doing to me. And we all have that disease.
It doesn't make sense whatsoever, like at all, right? These narratives are being formed to vilify black immigrant groups. It doesn't make sense. You think the reason why you not eating is because an immigrant is no. America ain't running out of resources, bro. They're choosing not to give you the resource. There's an entire bucket of resource over here, but they make you understand the reason why that spoon is empty is because the immigrant is eating out that same spoon. Why groups and there's an entire wealth of resources over here that they can't access? People over here are getting fat. They're having food comas. They're enjoying.
Bro said food coma.
Themselves.
I ain't never been in a food coma, but y'all let me know what a food coma is.
But they got you believing that the reason why you starving is because of this immigrant who's also trying to eat the little crumbs as well. That's not the case, bro. We are one, right? We're together. Don't allow the hate on both sides to convince you that we're somewhat hate. No, we don't hate each other, all right? Any black immigrant who call a black American a Kata, you are an enemy of mine. Any black American who calls an immigrant a teller, you are an enemy of mine. It's really that simple. Right? I had content creators on YouTube that I was friends with. I cut it off. I cut off African content creators for saying words like a Kata or just like, I cut off black American content. That's white supremacy, bro.
What kind of beat that was?
I'm speaking universally. Every African group in the world. Because remember now, I've met them all. They always looking for somebody to put under their foot. If I can't beat the white man, let them join them by having somebody under me too.
So, but if it's about resources and reparations, so if it's about reparations, right, for Americans, descendants of slaves, because I agree with you. I think it shrinks the coalition when we have ADOS and.
But see, this is the thing that I'm trying to figure out. How the hell they gonna figure out if you descended of a slave and all this other stuff? And it's gonna have to be a whole just to figure out where you lie and if you're able to get them. You're gonna have to do a DNA test on you. That's another can of worms we gotta open up.
FBA and
they gotta do if we get reparations as black people, whoever go up there to try to get the reparations, y'all gonna have to show where y'all come from, and they're gonna have to do like a ancestry history on you to find out if you are from slaves.
Who ain't doing none of that?
Africanism, our focus is the whole. We're the only philosophy in the world.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
That is inclusive of everybody. Nobody else has that. They want to make you a Hebrew.
What strength is that?
They want to make you a Christian. They want to make you a monk. We don't have that. We believe in freedom of religion. We are about unity of the race. We see the African race as a family that we want to be cohesive.
Let me know what y'all think. Ultimately, man, I is.
Hey man, y'all check out Poetic Flacco. We gotta go find us another one to get on. We're gonna get on their ass today, boy. We gotta find us another one. Hold on, baby. Oh, we gotta go to the source. This is the game. Keep moving, Cardi, emotional. Hold on, y'all. Oh, let me play the little commercial.